Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Peaky Booders with me, Bood FM. And as always, thanks for joining me. Make sure you do the good stuff. Hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new, and hit that bell. And you'll never miss anything I do like this. The return to the Premier League with the Blues. The real job starts now. And I've really enjoyed this season. I'm not going to say it's great. Anything super awesome is going to happen. But I really enjoyed playing it. I was very thorough and had a plan. And I hope to God it works. Right, so I've got a load of notes. I try to record as much as I could so don't miss anything and explain my plan to keep Birmingham City in the Premier League. But there's a couple of things kind of annoyed me. One being the finances. Now it's the 8th of August, right? And I've done all my deals. But it was quite challenging because this club has got rich owners, right? And they have heavily invested when we were down in the lower divisions. They gave me money. You get to the Premier League and think, all right, we're in the Premier League now. I know we're going to get Premier League money, but you're going to invest a lot of it? No, they didn't. Not really. In fact, they end up taking out a 20 million, nearly 20 million pound loan with the bank as the money dried up. Anyway, I was going to have to be creative. So the transfers, well, there's quite a few, but you might notice there, I've not actually technically spent a lot, although I did do some before the crossover in the summer. Now then, on my notes here, I have written down everything I did. So we lost 6 players on a free end of contract, either wouldn't sign or wanted them to go. Striker Geldhart, left back Longello, who's a backup, Dembele, the winger, the Scottish lad, he went. El Ghazi went on a free. Moray, the right back I liked, wouldn't re-sign. He left. And is it Bielik? Defensive central midfielder, can play at centre-half. He was decent. He left on a free. I sold Anjorin for about 7.5. I sold Mabesoy. Is that how you say his name? Centre-half, got about 13 for him. And I got 2.5 for Porteous, who I think, watching the football last night, got sent off against Germany in real life. Now then, I've brought in 13 players. 8 on a free, 2 on loan, and I signed 3. This is a squad we're going to be going into the Premier League season with. Now, I wanted a 25-man squad, and I was able to do that just about. And I wanted 2 players in every position, but I also wanted 3 goalkeepers, and I wanted to have players so I can basically change my tactic and play a bit more defensive and have the right players, or in the right situations, play a bit more attacking. Now my plan was, and before I go through the squad, these are the odds at the start of the season, and you can see we predicted to be 17th, which is, I was really happy with that, to be fair. So what I did was I made a note of the 3 teams below us, Fulham, Norwich, Coventry, and a note of the 3 teams above us, Burnley, Leeds and Palace, and I wrote them down so I didn't forget. And then whenever I played them teams, I made sure I went for them games, because they're points I needed, points we had a realistic chance of possibly getting, so I'd go full out attack on them teams. And then obviously the bigger teams, I'd play more defensive and try and see if we can nick anything. And then as the season progressed, obviously there's other teams that end up being shit, that weren't predicted to be shit. And if they were, I'd go for them as well, especially at home, hoping the plan would work. So back to the squad. So I wanted 3 goalkeepers, and I've signed Sam Johnston, who is 33, but I felt like I needed a bit more experience, a bit of help if needed. 3.3 million for Sam. Robert Sanchez is the big guy I signed last year. He's my number 1. And then we've still got Balcombe, who's okay. He's English. I feel like we're all right for goalkeepers, to be fair. Now, right backs, we've got Costina, who I signed on a free. I think he's pretty good, to be fair. My other right back is Norton Cuffy Brook. I think he's on loan from Arsenal. I think he's all right, to be fair. And a lot of this is because I had to, a lot of freebies. I did a lot of scouting, but I just didn't have the money. I kind of spent a lot of it on one player. We'll see that in a minute. Left backs, Lee Buchanan, still a very good player. And then we've loaned Valentin Barco, who can also play left winger. And I'm pretty sure I saw on Twitter the other day, he's officially the most signed player in the game this year. I'm pretty sure he is. And now I've helped out with that. Right then, 1 minute, I'm back. Cutscene. My hay fever, I am getting tickly everything. It's doing me head in. Right, centre halves, Wout Faes, He's one of my other purchases. Could go up to 15 million, but he's pretty good. We've still got Dara O'Shea. He stayed. David Carmo. He stayed from the Angolan. And then Thomas Holes, who is 33, but he can play at centre-half, in midfield, and he's all-round a good player with a bit of international experience. So, like I said, I wanted to use two different tactics. We'll have a defensive midfielder as well. So I've kept Brownhill. He's kind of going to be the backup, but he's got help for my big purchase. João Gomez, wherever you João, there you are. Now, João was spent 13.5 million on. He's good, isn't he? 25, great age. If he hits his targets, it could go up to 38. But it is what it is. I'm quite happy with that. Right, in central midfield, we've still got Morgan Gibbs-White, good solid player. Castrovilli, Italian, good squad player. That's what he's going to be this year. And then I've signed him before on another save. Pierre, he's 31. Look at his international experience. We all know who he is. He's a great player. And he's free. Free. You got to love a freebie. And then Sol. Call him Sol, Saul, whatever you want to call him. Again, experienced squad player, really. Freebie. So that's my central midfield. Going behind the striker, though, I've kept Maldini because he just does a job for me. Why not? And then we signed a lad on a free who I thought was going to be good. Don't end up playing too much, from Real Madrid. Is it Reina? That's how I'd say his name. But not bad. When you're thinking freebies, a lot of these guys, if you don't work out at the end of the year, at least going to be selling them for a bit of money, hopefully. Making profit, which is what we need because they're not giving me any money. On the right, we've got it's Chiquitos, the Mexican restaurant. It just reminds me of that. Right winger, left winger, but decent player. I've signed this guy, who is amazing. He's brilliant. Just putting it out there. It works for me. Oh, I'm a bit of a spoiler. On the left, we've kept a Duke, who's been great for me. Not bad, has he? Is he going to be good this year? We'll find out. And I've signed Kiko on a free. Decent. I mean, I do like this, you know. I do like putting squads together for nothing. Then up front, obviously Eddie is getting his shot. 2 great years in the Championship. Can he up his game to the Premier League? Then I was really struggling. Trying to find a striker was a nightmare. I've signed Noel Lopez on a free. He was okay. He can play out on the wing as well. And that's it. That's the squad. 25 of them. I was proper excited. So going up to the Premier League, my staff took a beating. It is what it is. Like I said, had my plan. Concentrate on those 6 teams in and around us. Hopefully try and nick a result here or there. And survive. So let's jump forward and find out what I did. Well, by the 1st of January, it was going pretty well. We were 11th. 7 wins, 5 draws, and 9 losses. We'll have a look at the head-to-heads, mainly. At the end, possibly. I've been making notes of it. But, like I said, having this plan, even changing up my tactics, I've really enjoyed it, even though I know that a lot of the time I might get pounded. It's been brilliant. So these are our results, and we started off very well, winning against West Ham 3-0 and Norwich 2-1. Now, obviously, you know, they're not the biggest clubs in the world, but I think they were 2 good results. Norwich were one of the teams I was targeting. And then obviously we lost quite a few, to be fair. But it's results like this where I've not even marked them down as a potential win, which is great. Beating Leeds, they're on my list, so that was great. Alice, I think, on my list. Yeah, we drew, so I looked at that as drop points. But then Burnley, mega drop points because they're on my 6-team list. These 3 games, you're just thinking, let's just get through them and hope. Coventry on my list. Fulham, I think they are. Yep, drew with them. So again, points drop. But then we beat Villa in the derby. How good was that? Playing defensive, I thought they were going to come right at me. What a result. 2 goals in 6 minutes. What a result. Drawing with Spurs. Massive result. Forget Man United, they're awesome. Again, Everton. This one, though. I mean, they're the little points you want to try and pick up when you're in a team like this. That if you can make up, you'll be fine. And I've just tanked Norwich 6-2. But look at that finance. I mean, they haven't massively invested. And I know I've got that Gomez deal that could end up costing money, but it's spread out. It's future money. And the Premier League money ain't just rushing in. So, you know, hopefully things will sort out in the end. So this is a squad arranged by average rating. We've got no greens. We've got no one over a 7. They're not blowing you away. But as a unit, as a team, and as a plan, it was working. It's just about surviving. That's all they wanted it to do, was avoid relegation. So to be where we are, I was really chuffed. Like I said, I've took my time again with this a little bit. But loved it. Loved it. You don't have to win everything, do you? But when you've got, you know who you are, you know your level, you've got a plan, and that plan's working, it gives you loads of joy in this game. It does me anyway. So, I mean, I can't really complain. Brook, Norton, Cuffy, Gibbs, White, players like that are just doing their part. It's goals. I mean, if we had a great goal scorer, probably we'd be in a European spot. I mean, Eddie's stepped up and his quality stepped back. He can't find the net like he did in the Championship. And I knew that would happen. And then obviously I've got Lopez, who can also play there. He's scored a few and played on the wing a bit. That's the trouble, isn't it? When you're at the top level, you need a top striker. We're out of the Carabao Cup, but again, I'm not too bothered about cups. I mean, winning a trophy would be fantastic. I'd like to win one before I finish this series. It's not going to go on forever, this series, but at the minute, my only aim was staying in the Premier League, so to go out early, or early-ish, is okay. Which, even though we're playing really well, the odds changed and they've put all the 3 promoted teams on the bottom, even though we're playing better than a lot of them teams above us and are above them. Peaky bastards. So you can see that when I played Norwich, who are in my 6-team list, and I've got 2 wins against them, I went all out attacking. And I mean, my tactics aren't too fancy, I don't think. It's just pretty much the same one, apart from when I'm going for it, I have an attacking midfielder, and when I'm trying to sit back a bit, or maybe just protect myself, I have a defensive midfielder. I don't go into it too much, but it's kind of working. Some of them results, the draw against Fulhams and stuff, are annoying. But we're doing our job now. So let's jump forward and see how well we really start to do. Well, it's the 17th of April. I normally like to jump in on the 1st of April, but I'll be honest with you, I totally forgot to save it, and I got to the 17th and I'm like, oh shit, I hadn't saved it yet. I was enjoying it at that time because we were 9th, and I think we've even gone to 8th, and we were actually kind of close at one point to thinking, could I get into Europe with this team? Do I think I've got some good players? I managed to find some great freebies, and they're working together as a team, a Premier League team, for next to nothing, really. I love it, me. I love putting squads together with peanuts. Let's get the FA Cup out of the way. Straight out to Spurs. Lee Masters, you'll love that one. And then these are my results for the new year. No draws, lost 4, won quite a lot of games. Right, so obviously you know about the Norwich game. Beat West Ham. Got to beat off Brighton. But then we look at this. And this is playing defensive. Not defensively, still positive play, but with a defensive midfielder. Bournemouth. Got a bit of Newcastle, which is fair enough. Beat Leeds 3-2. Beat Palace and Burnley 1-0. They were close, yeah, that one was. Bloody hell. They're on that 6-team list. They're games of target. Then that game, look at that. Beat me in the 91st minute. We went toe to toe with Arsenal, man. And then went straight off and beat Chelsea. I mean, them results, I've had so many good ones against teams we're not expected to get anything from. At the end of a game in a team talk, when you say, wow, you've proved all your haters wrong, or whatever it is. Do you know which one I mean? I must have said that about 20 times, it feels like. And then you go from Chelsea to Coventry. They were on my list. I beat early in the season. I have no idea what happened there. Look at that. I mean, there are going to be players who are going, contracts ending, or they're not playing. So it'd be good to freshen things up a bit. Players like Castroville, who's done all right in his sub-appearances, don't get me wrong. But if we change appearances, let's have a look. I mean, they're all the guys that are doing it from me. Sanchez, there was a period where he got injured for a bit. I'll tell you what, Johnston came in and he was all right. He was solid, and that's what I wanted him for. I was happy with that. If we change the appearances round, like Balcomi, the 3rd choice keeper, Castroville, Donovan's just a young lad who's a squad filler. Rayner's not done much for me. There's other players that I just prefer. Maldini, I feel like he played more than that. Obviously 12 sub appearances, but what can I do? Bondoso, I mean Sol, players like this, and a Duke, that group, if I can get some money for him, would be fantastic. because, you know, we'll freshen it up and we'll go again next year. So, you know, it is what it is. It's about survival, and we look like we're going to survive. We should be fine. Europe ain't going to happen either. We're in that middle zone of nothingness, really, but it's a great place to be when you've only just been promoted to the league and you haven't spent insane amounts of money. You've not spent 100 million quid. So let's just get to the end, and the live com's going to be tough because it's against Manchester City. But let's get through them last games. Fulham on my list, beat them. Got beat in the derby at their place. You know, one apiece. You'd take that at home as well. It would have been nice. Liverpool 1-0. Is what it is. Then we beat Spurs. Look at that 93rd minute. And then we beat Everton at Bramley Moor Dock. So great result there. And then we're going to be at home, last game of the season, against City, top of the league. We did draw with them. We're probably going to get beat. I get that. I wish it was someone else. Norwich have beat them quite a few times. That would have been nice. But it's not. There's nothing else to play for. But hopefully, we'll have a little miracle together. Why not? And spoil the title party because they haven't won it yet. I'd love that. How good would that be? Give Newcastle the title. I mean, could Man United? Man United could still win the league. Couldn't they? They could. City lose, United win. We tank City. We not got to. We tank City. That could be good, you know. And we're still skint. I know it's only been a month. Please, give me some money. I mean, we've done nothing this season. We've not been able to upgrade staff. I've not been able to upgrade facilities. Nothing. Absolutely zilch. So we are at home. It is City, and I'm still going to try and stick to my plan and play with a defensive midfielder. Part of me's like, what have I got to lose here? Nothing's going to change. We are where we are. Should go for it, but then I might just get absolutely annihilated. I will say though, when we drew with City, looking at the team sheet, I felt like he took the piss out of me because they've still got all them top players, but look at that team. I know it's a couple of years in now and they signed players. I feel like he B-teamed me. I'm hoping he's not going to B-team me this time though, is he? Not when he's going for the title, last game of the season. I just want to spoil the party. Here we go, welcome to St Andrews now. Obviously, I've not been able to put out the best team I wanted. I've got a few injuries, a few fitness issues, so I've got both my strikers on that pitch. But they can do that. They have switched from striker to winger. He's not B-teaming me this time, is he? Look at the difference in that side. So yeah, seeing as he is a part owner of Birmingham City, and I've got his name on the back of my shirt. Although we need to get the badges changed. Oh, championship badges. I watched the Tom Brady New England Patriot Hall of Fame ceremony last night. I mean, it's American. It's dead cheesy. But wow. Imagine, they don't do that here, do they? For football players. Imagine a big stage at the Gillette Stadium. The whole place was packed. Every seat, all on the pitch. Thousands of people. Former players, his teammates, rivals, his old head coach, Bill Belichick, all coming talking about him talking. It is cheesy, but I love that stuff. I love the NFL. And just imagine doing something like that. Like Eric Cantona coming back and all talking about the moments and how they won the championships and everything. I thought we were going to do something then. So yeah, this is a task. I mean, you can definitely see the difference in that team. He definitely didn't take me seriously when we drew with them. Away that was at the Etihad. Don't worry though, the Blues filled it up. The Royal Blues, not the Sky Blues. We helped them out. But if we can dent them here, I mean, to be fair, we've had some tankings, but against some of these big sides at times, we've done all right. They've come together. And I mean, there's moments where you can just tell we haven't got the full quality. I think it was one of the Spurs games where we were really doing well. I think we might have had a goal disallowed or something, and then they scored late. And, you know, there's been a couple of collapses near the end. But you find that happens on this game sometimes when you're not the best team. But I'm really proud of him, and 0-0 at half time. So there we go. I mean, looking at them stats, I'm sure they'll turn it. I'm sure they'll go up again. Surely in the second half. So then, most of you know Jamie, my good friend. He does the matchday vlogs with me. He also plays Wayne Kerr, the Sky News reporter. You might have seen his car in some of them vlogs. He had a really very nice Ford Focus ST with all the gear on it, souped up. And about 2 months ago, just after we filmed the Droylsden one, and the Droylsden match vlog, He was in a serious crash, not his fault, on the motorway at high speed. And a load of cars braked in front of him. He had nowhere to go. And he got smashed in at the front, smashed in at the back, got sandwiched. The car's a complete write-off. He had a few injuries. He's all right now. And then he's been trying to buy a car. And that was a very fast, good car. He just got himself a Golf R, which is twice... What was that? Watch this. Ronaldo, Beckham, eat your heart out. So yeah, oh no, not a highlight from kickoff. Not a highlight from kickoff. Can't focus. Not get through in time. No. You know what happens with highlights from kickoff? Anyway, don't take away that glory instantly from me. Beautiful free kick like that. Anyway, it's twice as fast as the ST. Too quick for him, in fact. But I warned him about Golfs. The wife's had about 8 new Golfs, company cars, and they always have issues, electric issues. Well done. Not well done. £38 million worth of not well done. Come on, Blues, get it out. Come on, just be clever. Joe Gomez. Is it going to be highlight the kickoff that spins around? Here's Gibbs White, finds Faze. Oh my God, no, not bad. Oh my God, no. What's going on? The referee don't like that. That was beautiful football. Was it offside? No. No, it wasn't. Checking goal review. Oh, could you take that away from me? Was it really? Let's have a look. Yeah. So anyway, he's got to take it. He's going to take it back today in Bradford. So I've got to follow him there. I've got a very nice car now. It's quite nice. Not as fast as that. He better not leave me in the dust because I don't know where I'm going. And I've got to bring him back. Oh, Jesus Christ, what? Is it Birmingham or Barcelona that's turned up today? See what I mean now? You can have some fun on this game. I think a lot of it though, and all, you know, you can build that confidence, you can build that camaraderie, you can build that team ethic. And I mean, you look at me centre half, so Shane Carmo, and they're my main centre halves from last year. The 2 guys I brought in, one of them is playing, but he's playing as a defensive midfielder. But yeah, the fact I've switched tactics so much, and it's been a great season. No trophies, no major drama. I may be talking too soon. This is Manchester City. There's still 25 minutes to go. Even if I end up losing this, we've played all right here. Right, Norton Cuffy. Oh, come on, kiddo. He's not been bad, you know, to be fair. I thought he was going to come in as the backup. Sanchez doing it. A little touch then with his back foot. Oh, what was that? That's what loses your games, mate. But I'm trying something. I've tried it a couple of times. I'm just changing, pivoting around the central midfield. So the triangle's basically gone normal. So I've got 2 sitting together with just Gibbs White in front. So Gomez and Faze, you might be able to see their defensive midfielders together. Just that extra protection because I just feel like we're going to get bombarded, and it's happened quite a few times. It might not work. Here we go. No, Bernardo Silva. Shit. Oh, go on, ref. Save me this time. Come on with your VAR. Get in. Come on. Dropping him some encouragement. This could be awesome. I mean, I love this game. I'll do that. I was going to try and make some changes, but I was just looking, thinking, I don't know what I want to do here. Don't know about the boat. Like, they could still nick a goal. But if we can take something off him. Oh, here he is, the big shit bag. Great play by Haaland until he turned into a League 2 striker at the very end and ballsed it up. Come on, Birmingham. Come on. This could be the greatest live comp of all time. Look at the money they've got. Look at the players, and we've just beaten them. City have failed to beat me in both games. A draw at the Etihad, and we've done it. Have we spelled the title party? Yes, we have. Yes, we have. We grit the Geordies, but I'm all right with that. Oh, we need that. We need that 23 million. That should clear the debts, shouldn't it? Oh, I'm gonna enjoy that all weekend. No, we're still a little bit in debt. We need some money. I need money, don't we? We'll get to it. I'm going to enjoy it. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. That's on my notes from this year. We're in the Premier League. It's a blank page again. And yes, I have played every game. I'm not going to show you this every episode, but I just feel like you have to. Pretty chuffed with that. How many goals we scored? Oh, honestly, What a season. Oh yeah, they took Valentin Barco back off me. Not because he wasn't playing. So that was a big loss. Do you know what I mean? When I couldn't replace him. Probably because they wanted him for themselves, the wankers. So obviously Norton Cuffy will be leaving when his loan finishes. My third choice keeper and Brownhill, they're definitely going to go. I need to work out what I want to do. But like I said, there's a lot of these players. The Maldini's probably go, Costavilli. And get anything like this for them. Well, that I probably won't. I'm going to try. And then what we need to do is to fill the gaps with freebies. Maybe a couple of loans again. We'll try again. We'll see what we can do. I need a striker. And I'll be honest with you right now. I can't find one that's I think is going to elevate us. That can A, afford or wants to come. Well, things can change. And I didn't win any manager of the months. And I won't win manager of the year. I might be biased, but I think I should win manager of the year. Anyway, there we go. That is the end of episode 4 and probably my favourite so far. The results against City, the survival, the battles, the pure enjoyment it's given me, and that's what this game is all about. So as always, thanks for watching. Make sure you do the good stuff. You know what it is. Thumbs up, comment, helps the channel, helps me. Subscribe if you're new and hit that bell. You never miss anything I do. And thank you for everyone who A, is sticking with this and still watching it. B, sent me really kind messages about my mother-in-law. You give us a lot of hope. And it made me feel really good and the wife really good. So thank you very, very much. And if I can get out my other experiment this weekend, I will. It's the Premier League challenge, the one I mentioned with the 4 teams, Boca Juniors and 3 others. You'll see who they are. I went through all your recommendations and selected 3 that I liked, and we'll see how that turns out because I've holidayed it. Don't know how it works out though. Hopefully Boca Juniors win the Champions League. That'd be awesome. Anyway, stay happy, stay safe, and let me know what you think about that, because honestly that's one of the best games I've ever been a part of. Beating the Blue Noses, the other Blue Noses. Yeah, anyway, have a good one. I'm Bood. Bye bye.